Western Air Temple.
Yeah,
here we go.
Western Air. We've seen, you know, kind of more Western Air Temple today than I would have expected.
And people memed on it so much when it got added into the pool.
I mean, there are a lot of people who have a really strong opinion on this map. I don't like soft platforms, so I don't like this map, but it's really nothing to do specifically with this map. It's just like the soft platforms. So
I don't
any
like
soft
when they
platform
move.
map, I don't like.
I don't like when they move. I think they're fine otherwise. Anyways, we are in the game now. So far, it is looking quite even. Kresuu is going to be able to pick up that first knockout. And Blue is going to be able to get that weapon as well. Kresuu swapping it just to starve Loris here.
Oh, Wess caught in the middle.
And they're able to get that. Yeah, because Loris was looking for a weapon, right? So they saw that. Wess is kind of isolated for a moment, and they immediately take advantage of it.
It was just a few hits, ended in a signature that didn't end in a KO, but it was great damage onto Wess very quickly, and all they took was like one hit from Loris. So absolutely a strong trade. Blue's gonna fall here, see if Loris can knock out Kresuu.
Yeah. You also see, yeah, they're getting so damaged right now. Loris orange on the second stock. Kresuu is going to lose their first stock here. Over on the axe now. Loris and Wess are doing a very good job at controlling the aerial space.
Ooh. Wess was neutralizing the wrong way. Laura's getting hit over on the right side. It seems like Loris and Wess just have not found that flow yet. I'm like getting flashbacks to the previous time we saw this specific set earlier today on our previous block, or no, when we were in the audience watching. And it was just Loris and Wess. It seemed like they weren't Loris and Wess. If you took the numbers away from their name, I would be like, that's not Loris and Wess.
I feel like none of the teams have really found their flow that well so far. Which is, of course, we're in the first game. You got to give it some time. Wess with a good signature, though. Follows it up with the recovery as well, able to take that stock off.
Went for the double sidelight, ended up missing it, got hit with a down air. Loris chased into the air, did hit a recovery on a Blue. Sidelight into the recovery, coming out from Wess. They can take this stock away from Blue. They're not in a bad spot, but Kresuu hit the turnaround axe side air. That took Wess out of the game. Loris chasing into the air while Blue, he was just controlling the ground. Now he's up on the soft platform. They've basically like elevated the ground of gameplay up to those soft platforms, meaning they can find the vertical KOs more more quickly, but it's over on the left side. They send Loris off the bottom, and that's game one going to Kresuu in Blue.
Really, really good showing from them. Now, I don't quite remember what happened last time, but didn't Kresuu and Blue win in the first round, and then Wess and Loris took it back, and then they got the 2 games in a row.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah.
I just pulled it up so I could look at that.
Yeah. Now let's see if Loris and Wess are going to be able to do that, because again, we haven't seen that many games that are just like a straight up, like pendulum metronome kind of set.
Now, last time they played, I believe Wess was on the Rayman at that point. That was earlier in the tournament when he was back on the Rayman. Oh, that's going to be it.
Oh, that's so early. That's so early.
That's massive.
Massive.
And that's what we talked about earlier with the Tezca pick. Loving that signature, loving his usage of it. He uses it on stage. Of course, he uses the neutral signature as well on stage. He's been finding great options with that. Neutral signature this time coming out from Blue.
Good share coming out from Loris on the right side. They do have a little bit of a lead here, and they are definitely building up this damage because they know you don't have to risk your life at this point to find a knockout. You just want as much damage as possible before you leave.
Kresuu was slow with the side signature after Blue's neutralite, so they didn't get the KO due to the dodge of Loris. They do eventually take him out, but Wess again still surviving here. We almost saw a little bit of a combo there. The spear side air ends up taking out Wess off of the left side.
Good couple of hits.
Wess almost put Loris back into that with the gauntlet neutral air.
Yeah. Loris and Wess patrolling the ground now, though. They're getting a lot of sandwiches here, and that's actually another one. Although brief, Kresuu is going to be able to get back up. Wess with a nice revenge hit as well. They're playing well.
Dude, I'm so hungry.
Huh?
I'm so hungry. and not just for this delicious steaming Brawlhalla gameplay. Piping hot. Red team with a nice lead here. And again, that's due to Wess's survivability, and he's able to find these KOs as well. So Wess is doing a lot of work this game.
Ooh, that's the double.
Unfortunately, Wess wasn't in like the best place to get the follow-up off of it, and I don't know if there was enough communication between him and Lores to figure out, or if he just wanted to like let Lores do his thing and go for the double D-Light.
Double D-Light, you need so much speed. Like, you need a full commitment from like the moment they hit the first D-Light to be able to even catch up in time. You gotta zoom. Blue and Kresuu getting very close to getting knocked out here. You see Wess going for it. They're starting to pick these options that have more knockback. And that's a beautiful sandwich, but Wess is gonna sweep in, tries to hit the enemies. He's gonna hit Lores instead. And Kresuu and Blue are actually evening this out quite a lot. They find the first knockout though. Lores very close to getting the second one. Sair coming out, weapon throws. Kresuu got back.
Kresuu does not have a weapon. Wess didn't. Okay, they're able to get that, and we are tied 1-1. The pendulum.
Now this is what we saw before. It is ticking.
It is.
I think it's a metronome that ticks, but
I mean a pendulum. I was thinking pendulum of a clock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're building, we're raising the stakes each time, like from John Wick 1 to John Wick 2 to John Wick 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get that. They did manage to even it out, and I don't know how many times Blue and Kresuu have been in a 1-1.
1 brawl.
I don't know how much I trust them in a 1-1.
I mean, they already had a victory today with a 1-1. I mean, yeah, like I give all the respect in the world to Blue and Kresuu. It would not surprise me if they won this. I would be sad. I don't want them to win this one, but it would not surprise me at all. The way they've been playing today, I'm glad it wasn't just like it seems like they're dominating and then like they run into a good team
and then it's just,
they hit the wall after knocking out like people I wanted to win. So I'm glad they've been keeping this run going because it's been very impressive. Right as Blue gets taken off the top, but Lores got taken out super early, but Wess isn't taking too much damage in the process.
Very, very good start for Lores and Wess right now. And they are in this 1v2. And look at that! Absolutely committing to the offstage on the left side. Lores and Wess, they're winning the mental game, and they know it. They're starting to play a lot more confidently.
I mean, Lores is doing a great job of keeping up with everybody else after being deleted so early in this game on that first stock. I mean, he was taken out almost instantly, it felt like. Oh, dude, Wess is just soloing Kresuu.
Oh my
and
God.
In comes Lores. They find the KO. Now they're finding it. Now they're leveling up. They're understanding how to defeat Blue and Kresuu.
They're just also extremely good at just bullying the players off stage, and then, you know, Wess just goes ham.
Yep.
Or Lores. They're both amazing at off stage. I feel like that's definitely a winning condition for them. If they could just get a 1v1 off stage and just get a stock that way.
They're all of a sudden making Blue and Kresuu look like it's not Blue and Kresuu. They've done like the complete 180. I said that earlier about Wess and Lores, where if you took the names away, I would not say that's Wess and Lores. If you took these names away, I don't think I would say it was Blue and Kresuu. But if you did that like an hour ago, I would have been like, yeah, that's Blue and Kresuu based on the way they've been playing today.
Yeah.
Kresuu, he might be taken out of this game so quickly. He's getting back onto the stage as far away from the red team as he can. He's going from one side all the way to the other side, hoping Blue is going to spawn back in.
And Lores and Wess, they're applying so much pressure. Kresuu is not able to... Kresuu is just running at this point. He is able to throw out some attacks now because it is a 2v1.
Wess's movement around that platform, just really sticking to it like glue with those dashes. Lores patrolling the ground while Wess is going high. Blue has to take the lead here, and you see exactly what he's doing. He's doing a great job of that. All Kresuu can really do is essentially just like be near Blue, acting enough as bait, but he can't just run away the whole time, and he's not. Like he's coming in, hits a sidelight, but he can't afford to commit anymore.
Yeah, that was such a big setup, but they're not going to be able to get anything, and Wess takes out Kresuu. Now 3 stocks against 1 Blue. This is such a difficult position to play. And he gets the dare, and it's just over. 2-1 on the scoreboard. Wess and Lores are leveling up their gameplay.
They've now broken the pattern that led to their loss earlier today against Blue and Kresuu. You laid it out earlier, but for those at home that don't remember, Game 1 went to Wess and Lores. Game 2 went to Blue and Kresuu. No, it's the opposite. It was Blue. Yeah, Game 1 went to Blue and Kresuu. Game 2 went to Wess and Lores, and then 2 in a row.
Yeah, so this is unheard of in this matchup, which again is why I like rematches.
The pendulum has stopped swinging.
Yeah, no,
it's defying the laws
now.
of gravity.
Yeah, it's one-sided now.
We're seeing some magical realism, which according to Narcos was originally created in Colombia. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what the television show said. But these two players, of course, hailing from Brazil, all the way from Brazil. I mean, you can say that at virtually any tournament now, until we get a quote-unquote Brazil LAN. And Wess setting up the edge guard. Blue forced over onto the edge. Lores going sicko mode, putting out a lot of damage on a Kresuu. Great follow-up by Wess.
Oh, immediately going to the right side, trying to hit Kresuu with another signature, and then follow it up with another. Again, Wess and Lores, they are playing this as if they've won the mental game.
Lores was a little bit careful, didn't want to get caught out while he was at the weapon disadvantage. That is now a full wipe of the blue team. Lores able to get back over to the weapon. That is going to be now a double knockout, courtesy of Kresuu here onto the red team. Blue didn't take too much damage in the meantime. I mean, Blue as the team, not necessarily Blue the player here.
Very, very even right now, and see Wess and Lores kind of controlling the space. It's really, really going back and forth right now. Very
Kresuu?
even. Blue and Kresuu are winning, they're winning the trades by like this much.
And
very,
I think
very
it's because
tiny
of Kresu's
margin.
axe so far. He got like 8 unanswered hits individually among both members. Dude, Kresu's going crazy. He felt bad because I think he put like 247 damage out last game. He felt like an anchor last game, but all of a sudden, I mean, the anchor is an important part of a boat. It's not just a big heavy thing. It helps keep you grounded. It helps keep you where you want to be, and Kresuu is doing work this game.
Absolutely. And they still have that lead to go off of. They have that wiggle room if they do want to try and commit some of these knockouts, but that's going to be Blue going out, and Kresuu perhaps soon to follow. It's knocked off all the way. They don't want to commit to him because they know that as soon as they hit Kresuu again, you know, what we talked about is going to be another one of those short 2v1s. You're seeing it right here, and they're able to get that 2v2 combo. It's not massive, it's not something crazy, but it's enough to get Blue to the orange, and that's enough to get the game that much more even out.
I'm not sure exactly why Lores kind of stepped back from the 2v1 combo. The other blue team member was kind of recovering back to the stage, so I don't know if he was like positioning for an edge guard there, rather continuing the combo on Blue, but he did make it seem like the conscious decision to step back away from that 2v1 combo. Ooh. Nice interrupt there.
Very good interrupt. And now it's a 2v1. Blue and Kresuu just need to get this one stock off of Wess, and it's a game 5. Oh, just go for the double sideline, but it doesn't have enough options. And that is going to be a game 5. Blue and Kresuu keeping the dream alive of an all-European top 3.
The pendulum's ticking. We're building the clock, Paulie.
And
by the end of the time, it's gonna be time for the elimination finals. Question is, will it be Blue and Kresuu or Wess and Lores going up against S-Grade and Machete? Now, we did go to a completely flat map that game compared to the previous games where we did have one or more soft platforms. Let's see if we go back to the Demon Island. That was a fantastic interrupt right there. We are going back to some more soft platforms, this time over on Miami Dome. Both weapons are going to go to the blue team. Blue pressed forward, hit the neutral air on the backline member of the red team, and ended up snaking their weapon spawn.
They're gonna have the double spears as well, which I think spear is such a strong weapon on this map. Like you can like soft fall through that platform, throw out the nair, throw out the sair, do some funky dashes. You know, there's so much you can do with a spear.
I mean, even a dare, because that platform is so tall that if you were on like Crystal Temple, then maybe you wouldn't want to go for the dare. There's Kresuu getting taken out on the right side about 38 seconds into the game while everybody else is in orange.
Dude, Blue was orange and that almost knocked out. Like, what is that signature?
I mean, when you pick it up on the edge, it is so dangerous. Nice confirmed edge guard over on the left side from Lores. He originally sent Blue off screen, then all he had to do was position himself for the down air. Even though Blue was stuck under the stage, Lores had the perfect weapon to deal with it.
They have that lead now. And whenever Loris and Wess get a lead in like the first stock, they rarely lose it because they are also just very, very good at playing winning trades. But that's a massive 2v2 combo, and they get it not to knockout. Blue wasn't able to finish it up. He went for the nair, but it didn't. I don't think it was the correct angle. I think it was like a 45-degree upwards.
That was such an amazing sequence. Even before that, the reason it happened was because Wess he was trying to go in, he was trying to go ham, he was over on the left side. He was in orange when Blue hit the turnaround side air and actually knocked him out. That gave them the space they needed to put out all the damage onto Lores. An amazing save coming out from Wess, getting all the way down there so he can hit the gauntlet recovery and send Lores up, keeping himself in this on the second stock. Oh man, great follow-ups, but in comes Blue with the down sig.
They're keeping
and
the
he's
dream
going to get the
alive.
follow-up there. Blue team, it's 3 stocks to 2.
Kresuu just needs to cling on to the stock as hard as he possibly can. That's the only reality where this is possible. Because Blue in a 1v2.
Oh my gosh. That was an orange KO off the top. Holy cow, that just changed everything in this game 5. Lores just changed everything. He might have just won the game for this red team. Kresuu sent flying, pinball off the stage, Blue can't save!
Oh, and the D-Sig almost connecting as well. Recovery coming out, Blue is still in it. He's having such a hard time just getting back onto the stage. They're edge guarding so well, but a moment of opportunity. But Blue gets knocked back again, and the ground pound keeps him off the wall. The dare comes out, and there's no options left. Lores and Wess are top 3.
Oh, it's because of Lores. It is 100% because of Lores. We need to see that replay of the KO off the top, and we gotta see it slow mode. That 100% saved the game because you said Kresuu needed to cling to that final stock. He needed to hold on for dear life. And I